Those of you with good memories will recall that Shill Stompers was previously known as Robert Fink, and that he uploaded videos where he argued, for example, that satellites are fake. This was before his channel got taken down by YouTube and he ended up in court, where he got fined a substantial amount of money for stalking and harassment.
The others saying, well, it's because he's not turned enough towards the camera. You can't see the backpack.
We convert it to black and white, resample it, make it a bit darker, flip it left-right, and we end up with something that's comparable in quality and resolution with the image of Schmidt. We can then paste it onto the original image, like this. Then we can save the whole thing as a JPEG image, and then reopen it and see what's happened. The only way to make sense of this is if he's facing this way and the right hand part of his body, remember this is a mirror image, has somehow become invisible. That sounds ridiculous, but is in fact not far off what's happened.
photograph taken of Gene Cernan by fellow astronaut Jack Schmitt. Schmitt is reflected in Cernan's helmet visor. When the reflection is enlarged on the right, we see that Schmitt has no camera and is not taking a picture. He is also missing his PLSS personal life support system. Center photograph shows what he would look like with the PLSS and the camera. Oh, and by the way, life cannot be sustained on the moon without the PLSS. The photographs cannot be taken without a camera. These oddities raise the question, was this photograph taken on the moon? Answer, no. It was taken in the simulation studios.
You see, what I think they've actually caught there in the thing is somebody that might have been taking the picture in that reflection, because this image here, whoever's standing there is not wearing a spacesuit at all. It's not just the PLSS missing. There's no spacesuit there.
No, it's a good point.
Well, if you take a look at the 1960s, 70s, the guy could be wearing a hoodie, or he's just got really long hair. And of course, everybody had blue jeans and work boots, and that's what it looks like he's wearing.
Or it's a stagehand who got in the way.
Yeah, just a stagehand. This is not a spacesuit whatsoever.
No, it's a set dresser.
And because it's off to the side this way, the person taking the picture is taking from this way, it would be reflected. They're showing it's over there, so it's just picking up a stagehand that inadvertently is standing beside it while they were taking it.
And yet every time you see it, it looks like it's a different person that's inside of that. But one has a backpack, it looks like it. The other's saying, well, it's because he's not turned enough towards the camera. You can't see the backpack. Now, that's what the Bertie Bunch subscribed to.
Well, of course they'd say that. They have to say something to defend their position.
Yeah.
It's getting increasingly evident that their position holds no water.
That is not even a spacesuit.
No, it's not.
Even the head looks different. Look at the helmet. Look at the gloves. Look at the boots. For crying out loud.
Here's the original photograph. I got the same as Jack's got right there. No astronaut can put their hands down like that in any photograph. You never see them do that.
They haven't even got pockets to put them in.
It looks like he's carrying something, though. See?
But he hasn't got a backpack. You'd see it at that angle.
Sure you would. Absolutely.
I mean, that's 45 degrees to the astronaut, or whoever it is, the stagehand. If you had a backpack, if you had a PLSS, portable life support system, which you need on the moon, by the way, otherwise you'd die.
What is he carrying?
It's probably a box of tools.
It almost looks like it's a pump, a vacuum pump. And by the way, the PLSS sticks out quite a way too. It's not just a shallow object. It's not shallow.
10 inches.
which is what Jack shows in the pictures he produces. He shows how big the PLSS is. And it is quite large, it's quite bulky,
Yeah.
and it would be obvious in a photograph from that angle. So to say that he's not turned enough is just ridiculous. It's a desperate attempt to try to explain a photograph which is fake, fake, fake.